Last time on In Stars and Time, we were sad. Continuing.
Woo!
Well, that could have been any time.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
We currently have missions. Obviously, we're still trying to not be in a time loop. But we have 3 missions. We need to go to... oh man, I really shouldn't have been. I want to call her Marcille since I've been so focused on Dungeon Mesh 8. That's not her.
Mirabelle?
Mirabelle, thank you. We need to go to Mirabelle's room and check out her papers to help her out. We need to check out the library to help Odile out, and we need to know Bonnie's 3 favorite foods. Because this is a stream, I did look up exactly what to do for the sake of this being a stream. But we're also in the middle of a dungeon, so it'll take us a while to get there.
Aloha, May.
It's very funny.
Pretty goes ding ding when I walk. So fucking funny.
Also, to just get ahead of the curve, yes, I'm currently working on that art.
Sorry, they mentioned it before the stream started, so you're still technically behind the curve. Oh, I think there's this new dialogue.
Oh, what happened?
Funny joke.
So, I think Sifrin responded despondently to something casual. I was just trying to skip through dialogue, so, I think...
Oh, just, haha, funny joke.
Funny joke, yeah.
Apparently, Mira asked, what would the world be inside of? And Sif just said, the universe. Like, very much not a joke answer at all.
Every time you guys do a stupid foot joke. Oh, man, even his, like, I'm attacking pose isn't smiling anymore.
Yeah, my baby boy.
Here, next time they attack, okay, so watch his portrait.
Aww.
I want to, so there's a million different video essays I want to make. Some of them are long, some of them are short. I kind of want that to be like the thing my YouTube channel does from now on, actually. I know there's a million video essayists, but there's only like 8 good ones, so I'm gonna be number 9. Am I wrong?
It's just the confidence with which you said it. just like, I will be the 9th one.
The embodiment of modesty.
That's my I'm
What's
gonna be
hubris?
the Hokage. I'm gonna be the next video essay guy.
I'm gonna be the 9th best video essayist.
You got the sharpening stone. You put the stone in your pocket along with your souvenirs. You should be able to sharpen the key knife now when you get it back, that is.
Scooby-Doo it was fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people really like that one. Whenever I'm not the person who edited a video, because I didn't edit that one, I'm like, how do I phrase this? The video doesn't exist in my brain, and I don't mean that in like a, it's not good enough way. I mean literally, for me, I'm so used to the difficulty and frustration of finalizing and putting out a video that in my head, if I did not experience that negative part of the craft, the video isn't real. That's just how my brain works.
It's a healthy work. What's a healthy work relationship again?
Don't be too surprised, but I got off on a tangent when I wanted to say something and ended up saying some other shit. So the video essay stuff, I've got a lot of like ones that I'm like, that would be a big one, but I also have like 2 or 3 where I'm like, this is just a small thing that I wish I could talk about a little bit more. And because I like want more people to appreciate it. And one of them is, I think my placeholder title for, because I have scripts started for like 12 different video essays because I'm an idiot.
Nah, mood. Same.
I think that this one's title is Tilting the Frame, which is storytelling by editing the surrounding aspects of a medium. So like, the most famous example I can think of that most people have probably seen is at the end of JoJo Stardust Crusaders when Dio breaks through the opening using the world. That shit's fucking awesome every single time, and the change in Sifrin's portraits and being on the character menus, that's one of those. Like, using things that are not typically seen as a storytelling medium to tell stories. It's so interesting and it's so cool every single time.
Doesn't get done too often, though.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point, is like, I wish people did it more. You
Despite
know,
the fact that people love it. Like, man, when people notice that shit in games, they're always like, that's so cool. Because you don't expect it.
the other examples, in the first season of Dragon Maid, it ends with like a 2-episode arc where Toru, the main dragon, disappears for a little bit. And normally, in between every episode, like on the eye catch, she like she's like a tiny version of herself, and she fire breathes up, and like the word like Dragon Maid appears. And in the last episode, she's just not fucking there, and it's just like an empty page.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, and you feel bad, and it's really
Yeah.
good. I love shit like that. I think it's so interesting.
I don't know. I wish games leaned into the little things more often, because that's the stuff that gets talked about most frequently.
Yeah.
Like, one that I always think about is way back in the day, like on Xbox 360. I remember when the first, or like GTA 4 came out. It had all these updates, you know, facial animations, all that stuff is great. The thing that everyone never shut the fuck up about was, dude, my foot is on the curb, but my other foot is on the street. What? Like, using stairs correctly was like the big thing people were super excited about, because it's just like a really nice little attention to detail.
That's called inverse kinematics.
Cool fake spell.
Not to derail or anything, but I didn't really appreciate the appeal of Jordans until I had to draw a pair, because these are really intricate.
You know, if they
Like, there's a lot going on.
if weird cool shoes were like twice the price of a normal shoe, or like 1.5 times the price, sure, I get it, whatever. But
Not several grand.
yeah, not several grand. I would not pay, unless the shoes can like teleport me anywhere I want. I'm not paying 4 digits for a pair of fucking shoes.
Nah, same. Savvy words are gonna be done. I'm working on it, okay? Unsurprisingly, doing my commission work, the shit I've been paid for, is slightly more important.
So the problem is money. Hear that, chat? If you
Oh.
Here, this is technically new.
You hit your hip into the blinding, stupid, ugly counter again.
Sifrin, did you really hit the counter and...
Yes, I said, yeah, who cares?
Whoa.
Frin, are you... angry?
Ah!
Poor Sifrim.
I'm gonna be real. I just want to grow enough that I then start like comfortably making money, so that I can just work on whatever I like, rather than having to like constantly be worried about like, I don't know, rent and food and shit. And then I want to get no bigger ever.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow up and be viral or something.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious is that in Dungeon Meshi, since I just read all of it, Marcille is Italian coded. Actually, like, her last name is Donato, and there's an arc where they're trying to figure out, like, resurrect her, get her attention by being like, we have to figure out what her home cuisine is like. And they're like, oh, there were noodles. It must be like udon. It's just fucking wrong. I'm sorry, yeah, she's supposed to be Italian.
Wow, and I didn't get an audition?
Okay.
Listen.
I'm trying to think of what other video essays I wanted to do. I mentioned the other one, like, I would love to do a video essay just about, hey, more things should just go back to using 2D talk sprites in games. And once again, this game nails that.
Yes.
It's such good talk sprites.
Dev,
It
how
is
does it...
rare to use 3D ones in a good enough way to genuinely have a reason for it.
I feel like the best I've seen it has been like Baldur's Gate. But like, God, it's so much work for that game. Are you kidding me?
It's so much. Yep. Again, Potionomics.
Potionomics,
Is mine.
yep.
I can't think of any that I like as much or more than Potionomics, and like, even that must have taken ages, right? Because like,
Yeah.
and that's a game where only, like, there's not that much dialogue, and the characters only can talk to one other person at a time. So, like, it's very limited structure, unlike Baldur's Gate, where your whole party can be talking, and it's like, uh-oh, we're dying.
Yeah. Yem points out, Tales of Rise did it okay. Yeah, they're definitely better than other, well, they're definitely better than Fire Emblem. Holy God.
The Fire Emblem...
The Cube.
Fire Emblem Three Houses, I didn't play it, but Yam or someone showed me some support conversations, and I'm not joking, I got nauseous looking at them.
Well, it's such... Listen, I get it. Game design is hard, and I'm talking out of my ass here, quite frankly. However, if I can see where the line is in the cube... You put the JPEG in where the characters are? Sorry, man, you fucked up. You did a bad job.
Here's the thing. I know game design is hard, but I think in a lot of pipelines, people assume that the 3D assets are gonna save them more money over time.
They're gonna carry them, yeah.
Which is, like, sometimes that's true, Like, you can use a finished 3D model for more stuff. But at the same time, like, if you just have a single painted background over the official character art, and then you, like, edit it so they've got, like, even 3 expressions, like, happy, angry, neutral, and sad. Like, that's enough, man. I got a brain. I can imagine what's going on.
You would also be surprised at, speaking as an artist, you would be surprised at how efficient it can be to just do fucking... What's that game where, like, you have people draw, like, different characters and then you can flip the head, torso, and leg something corpse?
Exquisite Corpse.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how well you can exquisite corpse people by just, like, going, alright, here's 4 different poses for the body, here's 4 different expressions for the face, and, like, I don't know, like, blushes, sweat drops, and some other thing. And then just exquisite corpse, fucking exquisite corpse them until you have, like, a surprising amount of expressions.
Yeah.
And then you could just corpse party them together.
Just corpse husband it together.
Yeah. I don't know. I think what the biggest problem is that, like, the general... like the general populace of gamers, they're hardwired to be like, 3D better all the time. And it's like, no, you stupid idiots.
The PlayStation can produce mind-boggling effects.
It's the same problem in the anime space. You see, like, there's this one post that's like 2 screenshots of 2 different Dragon Ball things. And in one, like, the characters are, like, flat color, but clearly, like, they've been done that way to be more expressive. And then there's another where they have, like, all this muscle definition and, like, shading and stuff. And they're like, graphics look way better on the second one. And it's like, what graphics, you fucking idiot? This is animation.
It's like how Bo and I started watching some of the One Piece movies, and they've got this... Some of them, because they're, they'll be done by random studios or Toei, who sucks. And they'll have these, like, disgusting highlights and shades because they're like, it's a movie, it needs to be spicier, and it looks worse. And then, like, this One Piece opening just came out, and it's such a good opening, and it's like there's no shading at all. Everyone looks like a paper cutout, and it's gorgeous. And, like, I don't know, people don't know anything.
yeah, like, God, I get really frustrated when people will, like, be comparing 2 pieces of art, which are just, like, literally for 2 different purposes. To go with the animation example, it's like the equivalent of comparing the low detail, like, distance shot of a character to the mid-range, like, detailed face version of it. And it's just like, what? I can't believe that they put so little effort into this show. It's just like, you are fucking so stupid.
Real quick, I gotta read this super chat. Sif be like, when I'm happy, I say, boy, I'm happy. When I'm sad, I say, I'm really gonna do it this loop.
I also missed... Someone had made a post on Tumblr that I really liked because it reminded me the good old days of games. They were like, I miss PS2 graphics, and then they put like Shin Megami Tensei, Metal Gear Solid 3, and what was the other one right next to each other, and they all look great still, and they're completely different art styles.
And
I was
someone
like, oh,
someone in the comments is like, because back then you had to stylize things to
Yeah.
make them look
Yeah.
good, and now it's just about like it's been about realism for like 10 years, and realism looks like shit, man.
And
Yeah.
it ages like
Always
milk.
looks like shit. Ugh.
Silent
now
Hill
I will-
2. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I will say, I think realism can work for certain, like, for example, God of War Ragnarok, I think is incredible. But for me, I don't want all my games to look like that. That's a once-in-a-while blockbuster, gonna just munch on my popcorn, have a good time. I want more Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
Hi-Fi Rush is gorgeous.
someone in chat, maybe this is your first time viewing, was like, "Oh, they're missing so much dialogue."
The
Thank
fact
you.
that you stole my joke, Mirabelle, is new.
Oh fuck! I didn't mean to.
Something.
You kind of brought it back, I assume. We gotta start the loof again.
Yes, please, Mr. Amazing, Wonderful, Funny Buff Isabeau.
Huh?
Isabeau was so surprised by what you said. He destroyed the cookie he was holding into 1,000 crumbs. No, not the cookie.
Sev! You can't just say that! I really have the heart of a delicate maiden, you know. You have to be careful with me.
Yeah, you feel awful about the cookie too.
Sifrin! I genuinely, like, this feels like the type of game where we could help all of our party members get to Isabeau last, and he's like, now I'm gonna confess to you. And Sifrin goes, oh, that's what this has all been about. No thanks.
Oh my god, I would kill myself actually.
I'm
Oh, and
really
start
gonna
the loop
do it this
again?
time.
Bup, 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 bup.
Oh, that one's new. I bumped into Odile.
I just wasn't.
Oh. Ha! Don't worry, you're good. We are used to your weird aversion to touch.
You're what? Seafrin, they've told you this before.
What?
Plant looks like it's dying. Looks all pathetic.
Very sad. Very mistreated.
Donald Trump tweets me. Like,
Who would do this?
It's mine. I was taking a gardening class before the king attacked.
Oops.
Grab!
I've never seen that body portrait before.
Kirby sounds.
Jello,
They
you can do that every loop to train up your touch immunity. That if that's true and not a joke, that's so interesting.
Oh, that is interesting.
This is that one mob eating himself gif in the third Mob Psycho opening. Be like, mob. God, that's funny as hell. We've gushed about it so much of like, what? You don't stumble
Whoa.
this time, but you feel dizzy still.
Felt like the air around you warped and changed for a second. There's some gardening books about rare and
Okay.
powerful plants.
This must have been where we got the hedge clippers. So now that we already have them, time resets in a fucked up way. This game is so fucking cool.
It's really good.
Like we've said
Hey,
this
Dev,
before.
have we said it? Have we said it before that your game is really cool and you're really cool?
I hope that I'm hoping that within like the next 3 months, we talk about this after every single stream, where it's like some Markiplier-sized person needs to make a video about playing Stars in Time so that it like takes off. Because right now it's in that like going to become an extremely loved cult classic level where like if you
Yeah.
search for reviews of it, all like the good small indie people have done like interviews and articles about it where it's like, hey, this game came out and became like my #1 game for 2023 at the last minute, which is great because those are the ones you know are authentic rather than like a stupid IGN or Kotaku review or whatever. But also at the same time, like I really want this game to take off.
Yeah.
It's that gets it started. That gets the ball rolling.
That gets it
Is there-
started in time.
For all the people that watched the roast of Dokapon Kingdom, however long that video and so
God, I fucking
is
hope
that,
some
is that out?
people-
I need to watch it.
No, oh my
genuinely.
God, no! It's
No, he's
it's
working
like a
on
month
it.
away at least.
I've just been laughing about it because it's like such a like not in demand video at all, and he's like, no, I must tell the people.
That's yeah, straight up love Evil West.
Evil West, so good.
Wow, a secret passage.
Nice one. You're the one who found it, buddy.
You wink.
Yeah, it's $49.99.
Oh, when he doesn't give a shit.
Don't let the wink distract you.
Crap, wait.
You've
already moved on. Like, I don't know. I'm so interested to see if Sifrin is just like hyper oblivious or like actually not interested in Isabeau, because like I'm here for the tragedy, if that's true.
Dude, straight up, like, this isn't me being like, oh, love isn't real or something, but like genuinely seeing a story where like either the player tries to like, you know, romance a character or the other way around, and the response is just, oh, I'm flattered, but I'm not into you. That just like never happens, and it would be interesting.
This is new.
Ah.
Looks like one person checked out every single available issue of The Cursing of Chateau Castle.
That's Mirabelle.
No one here seems to have checked out A Family Tale. A list of books that have been checked out of the library. Odile is looking
This might be the
intently at
same
the
one.
list. A Family Tale.
I don't know, just this guy's pose and doing the finger guns. He was like, so we can circle back on that meeting, right?
Oh my
Yeah, see you
god.
next time.
Stop being right. So in Dungeon Meshi, it's very gender. Like all the characters are like extremely androgynous, and when I was like, this is what the ideal body looks like, I remembered the fucking if any of you have read far enough, the elf Mithrun, I think is his name. I was like, oh, hello, and posted him in our group chat, and Aloha's like, yeah, I want to be him.
Pile of list of checked out books. Odile is looking intently at the list. Take a look too.
You two, we should get going.
Give us a second, Mirabelle.
You look through the titles, mumbling each one under your breath. Lost Inland, The History of Pepper, What to Do When You're Sad and There's No Chocolate Around. Here, at the very bottom. Paper Ass Family Tale?
Man, look at this paper ass bitch.
Paper...
Where?
Paper, what now?
Who checked it out?
Someone called Charles Choquet.
Charles Choquette, I think?
Choquet?
Oh, that's the
Boulanger.
Boulanger in Dormont. I don't know any French. I studied Spanish. Does he have the book you want, Madame Odile?
So he has it.
I'll kill him.
The Boulanger
I'll take it
in
from him
Dormont,
by
huh?
force.
They sold croissant, if you remember correctly.
Just starts violently vomiting.
Well, I'll have to check after we beat the king and before I go away.
What? What are you talking about?
What about you, Seafren? You were looking around. Did you find the book you were looking for?
Huh? A book? Are you both looking for a book?
I was, but it's fine.
Hey, are you ignoring us? What's happening? Is this another secret quest?
If you say it's fine, then it is. Let's get going, everyone.
Mirabelle and Isabeau look at each other and sigh. So the Boulanger in Dormont might have checked out A Family Tale.
It's actually Boulanger and Dormont might have checked out a Family Tale.
The family doll.
Go back to Dormont and let Odile know.
Okay, so we got that. I'm right now I'm going through the whole dungeon again so that I can get all of Bonnie's favorite foods.
Yee.
Paper asse, maybe? Maybe that's what it's supposed to be?
No, I like paper ass.
Paper ass. This paper ass book.
Oh, you
dude.
missed a key in the book. Thank you for reminding me. I always forget about that one. No,
Oh my fucking god, the J's are done. Finally, thank god.
Oh, good.
You know it'll be worth the joke though, right?
It will. It absolutely will, but my fucking lord.
I hope you just post a stick man with the most detailed J's you've ever seen.
Nyanya, my fucking like status as an artist was riding on the fact that I drew these and didn't just use a PNG of J's, okay? I had to do it. It's part of the joke that I drew them painstakingly and took more time on the shoes than the body.
God, Sifrin's even bored when they get hit.
Oh.
Little bit of happiness when they get healed.
That's good. We still don't know what's up with, like, Bonnie's... I don't know, Bonnie can do a good job recognizing sadness. It seems like this one's weird. YouTube demonetized my Sonic the Hedgehog, so this is basically because they were like, this is made for kids, it's about Sonic the Hedgehog, and I was like, there is a foot fetish joke in it, though, and had to timestamp and cite a foot fetish joke.
Oh my god.
And they were like, fine, and then like a year later, they were like, oh, that's
In a while, Rockadile.
oh,
Let's
you have a
go.
rock ability now? Oh, that's so good. Thank God. I wonder if it does anything temporally, given its name. And then later, YouTube was like, once again, we think this is made for kids. And I'm like, have you fools forgotten?
Have you absolute cretins forgotten that I have included a foot joke?
I will include the timestamp.
We will. Oh, right.
We've already read this. It's just great.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Like, and we
yeah.
can't, it sucks, 'cause we can't even, like, take the time to read, like, oh, this is good dialogue. Because it's all good dialogue.
Dude, is this all I've got to do to get followers? What the fuck?
What, make porn? Yeah.
Just make
Yeah.
porn and then allude to it on a stream. I've been getting buzzes on my phone. I check 15 new followers.
Deals weak rock damage, gives 2 jackpot. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, that's good as hell, because rock is the
Whoa.
one that needs it the most. Okay, great. Perfect. Oh my god, I got such exactly the ability I wanted for a thing that was slightly bothering me in combat. It's almost like this game is really well designed. I feel like
water. I'll be right back.
I feel like I need to like extra praise this game because it's so good to like kind of balance out my game karma, you know, of like how. Because again, like I said it the first time the dev was here, I was like, oh, I don't know if you've seen any of our streams, but like I am the type of person who would continue to badmouth a game knowing full well the dev is in the chat.
Yeah,
I might
that
be a
freaked us out
little
the
less
first time.
like prickly about it, but I would do it. I fully would.
You would. I was like, oh no, the dev is here. Be nice, Jello. And then we were playing the game. We were like, oh, the game's great, actually. Don't have to worry about it. All right, cool.
Thank God.
Thank God. Dude, Jello and I just watched 50 plus openings of Detective Conan.
There are 50 openings?
There's 58.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's gonna get me. Shit!
There's over 1,000 episodes, so, you know. But some of the OPs lasted for like 3 episodes, and then they switched to another one.
And like a lot of them were bad. Yeah, it's because we've got I've mentioned this before. Yam and I have a ongoing project to like be like, these are the best openings ever, and we got a specific scale, and be okay, Maribel. Oh, we're fucking fine. And like, there was one where we get most of our sources because we don't watch that much anime. Is we look up like people who do like my top 8,000 anime openings, and it's like, why would you even make this? But they're like a great way to get a tasting charcuterie board of different anime openings we've never fucking heard of, so that we can check. And that's great. And one of them was one cool shot in like the second to last Detective Conan opening. And I was like, I guess I have to watch all the Detective Conan openings now. And I was like, what opening is that? Like opening 5? Oh, opening 58, huh? Oh no.
And that opening ended up not being very good. It just has that one cool shot in it.
Yeah, there were like 2 pretty good openings.
And that's what I was getting to, is like when you actually liked one of the openings, I was like, oh, I feel the genuineness of Jello being like, this one's my favorite, because we had just sat through so many that you were unequivocally just like, this is dog shit.
Oh, this is new. We forgot something and did something stupid.
It's okay, Sifrin. We'll remember things for you. You have many other talents, I'm sure.
Not sure it helps, Mira.
Why didn't we check the gate, though?
Oh, we have done this conversation. It just doesn't give me a speed up.
Maybe we could have found the key faster.
What's done is done.
What's done is done.
Key time.
Fuck.
I'm a seasoned Detective Conan lover. I hate Detective Conan.
You get it. God, we would get to so many where I'd be like, oh, this song's a bop. And then we would see the animation that went with the song. And I was like, oh, this OP sucks.
So many.
No.
We had a joke for a little bit that was like, we'll have to decide. This will take too long to fully do it. We'll have to decide how we feel by the time they do the inevitable shot of Conan slowly turning around towards the camera.
Either the camera swings around him or he turns towards the camera or both. Like, and there's also so many where they're like, here's a shot of like a dramatic shot of Conan. Here's the same dramatic shot of Jimmy. And it's like, those are the same dude. Those are the same dude. And you just did the same shot twice.
The funniest thing about it is because Detective Conan, like, doesn't, because Detective Conan doesn't have anything happen in it, because it's a purely episodic murder mystery, they keep trying to be like, will, like, the tragedy of Jimmy Kudo turning into a baby boy, now how will Rachel date him? And sorry for using the English names if you're a Detective Conan stan and that bugs you, but like, it's so funny because they have nothing to do, like, because nothing happens.
There's not a lot you can show in an OP. Like, there's no like story beats or like fights or anything. So it's a lot of like Jimmy standing around, Rachel standing around.
And they always do this like, like Rachel and Jimmy just nearly missing each other. And it's like, bro, it's been 1,000 episodes. No one in their right mind could still be like, but what's gonna happen?
There were 3 OPs that reference them like meeting up again at Big Ben in one of the like specials, and I'm like, bro, you can't keep showing this. It happened like a bajillion episodes ago.
But it was the only thing that happened. It's doing something. Whoa, jeez. Oh my god, it just killed its buddy.
Secret murders.
This
Oh,
is,
crap!
yeah, this is new actually. Last time I did this fight, the other one died first.
It killed the other one?
And healed itself in the process.
Oh.
Well, it didn't heal itself that much.
Die!
Get it.
Got him!
Someone asked, did you guys watch the English OPs? They're the same as the first 2 Japanese OPs.
And also, we did.
And we did.
Because that's the kind of psycho I am.
That's the kind of twisted fucking psychopath that Jello is, you know?
You ever see me without this hat? I'm the freak. I'm not normal.
The freak!
And I love both of those English OPs. They're great songs, but man, nothing good is going on in the animation. It's just like a bunch, like, some of the animation's unique, but it's not really timed to the music or anything. It's just happening. Carry my ashes with you.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so weird he would say that though. Freaky.
Huh.
Carry your ashes? Like, cut your ashes in equal parts like a pizza?
That's not how I would phrase it, but
We each get a part of you.
Kind of morbid. But
that way we can still have fun.
A ghost sea friend to play pranks on me at all times. I'm not so sure about that.
You can leave me behind for 2 hours a day.
How generous of you. I may have to take you up on that offer then.
a personal ghost thief, huh?
Look at the blush! Bro!
I could make pottery and you could be behind me.
Wait, I should make
Shut
a
the
movie
fuck
about
up!
that.
Hey, are you done talking?
It's snacks time.
Time, baby. Stop being gay. I made Madeleines.
So, I have some news.
Oh boy.
Yep,
Wait, you like pineapples too?
we have
I
to.
know. Pineapples are one of my 3 favorite foods. Sometimes, friend. So pineapple is one of Bonnie's favorite foods, huh?
Looks
Bonnie
like
wants
you're gonna be
to
carrying those ashes soon.
You bite into it, chewing on the fruit. Tastes spicy.
It shouldn't!
Best idea you've ever had. You
I love the
choked on a
idea
pineapple
of taking a bite out of pineapple, like, it's a little spicy. Back of your head just detonates.
I don't know if you've ever seen that fucking video of like the two guys just hanging out in a room and one of them's like eating a fucking pepper. And he's just like, are you sure you can handle that, man? I mean, you're not really good with spice. He's like, no, it's fine. So how is it? Yeah, it's good. It just escalates from there.
Is pineapple not spicy to you? You're allergic.
You don't eat it. It should be like acidic and tart.
Yeah, pineapple's not. If any fruit tastes spicy, you're allergic to it.
If anything, well, not aside from peppers, obviously, but like if something just generally feels spicy, or alternatively makes your mouth feel fuzzy and weird, probably also allergic.
You're allergic to pineapples. Didn't Loop say you were allergic to pineapples? Loop was right? You're allergic? What? Oh, Loop is gonna have a field day with this one. That pineapple was pretty good, though.
I'll try. Maybe that was just an off one. Maybe that was just a bad one. I'll try again. Oh, ah!
You know that picture of that cat that's like coughing and its tongue is sticking out?
Yeah.
That's Secret eating pineapple. Pottery wheels. Did you I mean, if I was like a ghost, would we like
Yeah, we can eat off them.
Oh my love. Are you guys ready for us to go over to the mirror and Sifrin's gonna be fucking frowning again?
Oh no! Mirabelle.
Oh no, alright, he's still
Oh, okay,
Doing a good
good.
job.
Oh, you're that Jello guy? The one who wrote Prison of Plastic? That Jello guy I am. You can buy Prison of Plastic right now.
Prison of plastic.
Prison of plastic.
It's fun to enunciate things wrong.
Yeah, I like putting emphasis on the wrong syllables as well.
Syllables.
That's a craftonomy book.
We don't really have time to read about craft of any kind. Let's keep going.
You leave the book alone.
Okay.
Good taco deal.
So, Mirabelle,
You
about...
tune out! You don't even want to think about croissants.
You slap your hand right on Mirabelle's mouth.
Oh!
You shake your head at her and remove your hand.
What the crab?
What? I wasn't going to say anything bad. I was just going to say that it's... That this torch over here is wonderful, right? The design of it is very nice.
I suppose.
Mirabelle gives you a grateful smile. You give her a thumbs up. Oh, your glove now has a trace of lipstick on it.
Oh, lipstick gloves. Did mine smudge?
She looks as perfect as always. You shake your head.
Sorry about your gloves then.
You suppose.
There.
Odile absentmindedly pats Isabeau's shoulder. Severin, you're so stupid.
Severin, you're so stoopy. You're so big stoopy. How are you so head empty? Where the lights behind eyes? No, they're not there.
Odile, are you having a stroke?
Call it delulence.
James Non's having a strong colobondulance might be like top 3 tweets of all time.
Yeah. I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Oh my god.
Why do they call him Seafrin when you seef in the cold food and seef out hot eat the food?
God, you know, good question.
Here's one for you.
Wait a second. It does bring somewhere. Secret passage! You all enter the secret passage.
Oh. That's just a hallway.
Somehow I feel like we're wasting our time. But I suppose we might as well see where it leads.
What would a secret passage be if not a fucking hallway, you bitches?
Could be a bathroom.
Is filled with romance novels. You try not to cringe.
Romance novels.
Romance novels!
Ew.
Ugh.
I understand the kid's reaction, but why ugh, madame?
Are you surprised at all?
Don't sound so disgusted, madam. Romance novels are good.
I'm just the kind of person who has decided romantic love is not very important to me, Mirabelle.
Mirabelle is looking at Odile intently.
Have you never been in love before, Madame Odile?
Huh? Oh, no. Of course I've been in love before. It'd be weirder if I didn't at my age.
Oh.
I did fall in love for the first time later than most. Maybe in my 20s. And even then, it took me a while to realize what I was feeling.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
At the time, I genuinely didn't know you could get crushes on people you hate.
I love her.
Ha! Yeah!
What? That's weird.
Wait,
She had a hate crush.
is that true?
Yes? Crushes can be annoying like that. My heart has been good to me, though, so it hasn't happened to me in a long time.
I mean, unless Sifrin hates me, am I right? You're not listening. Sifrin!
Why are you so surprised? You recommended me a romance novel that was about bitter enemies becoming lovers.
And I never understood why they would do that, but the story was well written and interesting, and I just figured it was them being weird!
But isn't there a whole genre of romance books about enemies becoming lovers?
I thought it was a love trope that didn't have any basis in reality, just like how your heart doesn't actually beat faster when you see someone you like!
Isabeau puts a hand on Mirabelle's shoulder.
Conversations like these are why I hope we'll stay friends for a very long time, Mira.
Oh, Isabeau, I'm so glad. I feel the same. Wait, no!
Oh my god.
Oh!
Whoa. Crushes feel like a disease to you sometimes. You want to tear those feelings out.
Actually,
Whoa.
no, actually, I get that. Literally, the reason I asked Jay out, or like told him I was into him, was like 3 weeks after I was like, might have a crush, met up with him, definitely have a crush on him. And I was like, if this doesn't go anywhere, I don't want to fucking feel this. It's exhausting.
You know, when you put it that way, I feel exactly the same, which is why I'm like, these days, dude, I just fucking hate playground bullshit. If I like somebody, I generally try to get myself to just be like, hey, I'm into you. Because it's just frustrating otherwise.
It's a letter addressed to the writer's mother. You skim through it. Sounds like someone ran away from home and had to reassure their mother they were doing okay.
Drama!
They ran away from home? Why would they do that? Home is where the snacks are.
And also family.
And also family.
You never ran away from home, Bonnie. Bon. I'll have to take back that cool kid certificate from you.
Anyway, people who run away from home are people who don't like their family, maybe.
Sometimes parents can be meanies, and someone might decide to just leave.
Oh. You can run away from home if your parents are meanies? Oh, that's what Neil did, I think.
Neil?
My sister. I think she told me about it once. But I wasn't listening very well because I was sleepy.
Oh?
Oh.
No one really knows how to respond to that. Huh? What? What? What did I say?
Nothing at all, Boniface. Should we look at something other than an old letter?
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh my god.
Whoa.
What the
Whoa! Whoa!
What the?
Jackpot!
Give him one
Jesus.
bump.
All right. Well, if you want some fucking items, I guess this is the place to be.
Hold on, hand me that bottle. I'm gonna slonk that shit.
The salty broth. Love me some salty broth.
Gonna slonk some salty broth.
Ugh, I hate that. I don't like the
Real
term
word, by the way.
slunk. I can't trust you because you're British and you get. By your
It's an old word. It's an old word that isn't used anymore, but it means to swallow hungrily and greedily.
like by your own admission in one of the Dogs in Love videos, you're like, yeah, if you say anything with enough like energy in in a British accent. It just sounds like something we might say.
I'm bringing back Slonk.
Although someone in chat said slonk that silly style, and honestly, that's a good argument for bringing back slonk.
Absolutely bonkers.
Bonkers! Are you bonkers?
I can't remember the
I start growling at fam.
I can't remember the word that you said, Savvy, that you were just like, yeah, just gonna make this up.
Running away
It
from
was
home.
probably me making up a bunch of terms for being drunk.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, there is a lot of words which are used for being really fucking drunk in English, which are, like, which sound fake.
Slosh.
And as a result, you can generally just take any noun and use it as a verb, and it sounds correct. Such as, I was completely fucking lampposted last night. Or I was totally pillared.
Pillared, that was it. Okay, we wanted to look at papers on a desk. I don't see any on her side, but...
Back in Dormont, she seemed worried about whatever was inside, wasn't she? You'd like to look inside, but...
Don't even think about it, sea friend.
You step back and smile awkwardly. You won't be able to look inside as things are now. Is there something in this room you could distract her with somehow?
It's like,
books?
I could destroy.
Sorry, I slonked that shit too fast earlier. I need to vomit.
Okay, what can I distract Mira with?
Apparently roommate's bed.
Is she gonna make the bed out of frustration? Mirabelle's really good too. This party is so solid. Can I do it again?
Mirabelle looks sad. Nope.
Lost in thought enough to check out her shit? Probably not.
You feel bad taking advantage of this moment, but you open the drawer.
Ooh, I don't think I ever would have figured that one out on my own, to be honest.
There's some pens, a brooch, anti-anxiety medication,
Hey, should we take that? It seems like she could use a couple doses.
and some papers. Each paper seems to be a file about a different person. Each has a picture of someone, their name, and what seems to be their answers to questions like, where do you imagine yourself in 10 years? And do you want kids? What are those papers? She must have been looking at similar papers in Dormont. Is she choosing one person to do something? Either way, this seems to be what Mirabelle's worried about. You should go and talk to her about it.
She's making a hit list.
My God.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is this door?
My God. Every now and then I remember that one fucking D&D game ad, and I just am enriched once more.
Oh, the
fucking
fisheye.
GoPro, yeah.
Jesus, what a bad. That commercial's unreal.
What is this?
I think let me try and find it. It's what is it? Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's a D&D game that was released, and it's just a fucking D&D like 4-player co-op Diablo game basically. But the advert for it is just inexplicably like
The worst.
the worst. All of the shots are done from the perspective of like GoPro cameras that are strapped to weapons.
Okay, one of you showed me this, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I probably did because I was like, look at this abomination.
And it has the one moment where it goes, "My God."
My God. Yeah, I mean, working in advertising, I'm always fascinated to see what marketing teams that make more money than me come up with. And yeah, it's usually pretty rough. Yeah, if you're curious, yeah, Tidbit got it in chat. It's the Dark Alliance Game Awards 2016 trailer. It's like a minute long. It is absolute dog shit. Bad music choice, awful camera direction. It just looks terrible.
But you will thank yourself for watching it. It's very fucking funny. Hamburger sandwich and a Coca-Cola.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm just pulling out all the deep cuts today.
Yeah, Sevi, you have the highest incidence rate of "I'm going for it," and like everyone's like, "What?"
It's a fucking Japanese dub of a bad fanime called Nyan Neko Sugar Girls.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow, that's a crazy freaking pull.
Nyan Neko Sugar Girls mentioned immediately in chat.
Oh, it's this way.
In the spirit of showcasing indie creators, which we think have made really cool stuff, go check out Sparkle on Raven. It's a intentionally bad fanime in the style of old 2000s fanime, and I am fucking obsessed with it. It is so fucking funny. There is so many jokes where like they just are living rent free in my head, and you just need to experience it yourself.
Whoa,
if you're
wrong
into
way,
that.
Stardust. That's okay. I'm just trying to explore shit. That means that all these fucking things are gonna be things we can read.
You found an anthology of horror stories. On the cover, a handsome young man looks into the night fearfully but longingly.
Ooh, Mira, looks like the kind of books you like, yeah? Horror books. This one looks massive. What's this one?
That's the handsome young man falling into beautiful, heartbreaking madness horror anthology!
Whoa. Mirabelle's yelling made you jump.
Did someone in the house have it all this time?
Did someone keep it from you?
What is it anyway?
It's a full anthology, all about pure-hearted boys being subjected to awful monsters and horror situations.
Oh.
Seeing them screaming in fright, I cannot.
Oh, I thought that was gonna go in a way more Lenty direction for half a second.
Seeing them screaming in fright, I cannot help but root for them, and at the same time be happy I am not in their situation. There's something lovingly touching about those tales, something wonderfully hopeful. I cannot help but read them and pray for their survival.
So do they usually survive, or do the monsters catch them?
Well, 50-50?
What?
But also, the catharsis that fills my whole being when they get caught. There's something very wonderful about that, too.
Oh, she's a little fucked up, actually.
Oh.
The Schadenfreude.
The Schadenfreude!
Catharsis? Schadenfreude?
Don't worry about it, Bonbon. I too am also lost.
It's very good. Very moving. Makes me feel like I went on a run. And also sometimes the heroes end up bonding with the monsters, too.
What?
Oh, romance! I understand the romance part.
Books about terrible things happening to good people, huh? When we finally get our book club going, I would love to know if you have more books like this one.
Boy, do I!
You smile. Some things stay the same.
Yeah, monster fucker. Monster fucker.
Monster fucker. Points, monster fucker.
I mean, she's Arrow Ace, so yeah.
God, that really is how it be.
I didn't want to say it before, but does anyone think the king got a little something something?
Mirabelle.
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 Bonnie seems to be reading it intently. Has a very striking cover of a Mudu clay figurine with large sunken eyes and a screaming mouth. You can't read the title. You're curious. What do you have here? Bonnie hides the book in their pocket.
Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Sure. Okay.
Shut up. It's fine. I'm fine. Stop looking at it. Stop looking at me. Shut up. Here, take this book instead.
Bonnie shoves a book at you. Sneezing. How to expose bad thoughts. Wow. There's a note with the word open phrase 123 written on it. You look at it a little closer.
Is that an open phrase for something?
It sounds very safe and not at all stupid.
There's a bunch of unfinished poems on the desk. Isabeau slaps his hand on one of them.
Mira!
Yes, I'm reading. Oranges are nice. Oranges are soft. Oranges are frail. When you look at me, I feel like one. Your fingernail,
Not a good start.
your fingernail digs into my cheek.
Oh.
Peel an orange open.
Actually, that's not a terrible poem.
The poem ends here.
Is this a clue?
No, it's just someone's unfinished poem.
I don't don't know. You could end it there. That's a little evocative. I'm here for it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling it.
Let's finish it for them.
Presumptuous.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Wait, hang on. Chat's reacting to either something in the game or something that Dev said, and Dev is funny. So I want to scroll. Someone scroll up and see. Let's finish it. Do we have time?
Please. It's the dev saying, please clap at my poem writing skills.
Clap.
Do we have time? Do we really have time to do this right now?
Peel an orange open. Orange juice comes out.
Oh, gems.
Peel an orange open.
The person who wrote this is the orange, right?
Wow, that honestly, I would not understand even that much if I were Bonnie's age.
That seems to be one interpretation, yes.
Okay, so I die.
Very literal. Very nice.
Blood oranges, something with that, something bloody but poetic.
I haven't heard a single good idea yet.
Madame, do you have something then?
No.
Yeah, leaving us young people to do the job. I get it. See, if your turn.
Peel an orange open.
Let's be honest, Seafrin would say this, right?
Yeah.
It gets very appealing.
Ah!
Seafrin.
You take a bow. No one except Isabeau claps. Mwah.
Explodes.
It's a poem about someone going to a grave. Mm.
Okay,
Can
well,
I
we got
just say-
we got an open phrase.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, not to be an artiste or anything, but I do generally stand by the idea that I think everybody should try doing a couple poems at least once, just because even if they're like not good, they're fun to do, and it's good. I just think poems are a worthwhile art form that everyone can do something with.
I wrote some cringe poetry in middle school.
I wrote a beat poem about how much I hated my choir teacher in my senior year of high school. I still have it, actually. Right in front of the door. We got the key knife, so,
I really love you dreamt about the tick of a clock. You can hear it still. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's
Yeah, that's spooky.
good. Okay, we got the sharpening stone, right?
Apply to key knife. Try and focus on sharpening the knife. It doesn't seem to be getting sharper.
Huh? Is that how you sharpen knives?
Huh? What do you mean?
I don't know. It feels like you usually say something when you sharpen your dagger.
Do you? You can't remember.
Yes, something's missing.
Doesn't Sifrin talk usually?
They do. They mumble when they make things. Like mumble, mumble, mumble.
A few weeks ago, you were carving a little wooden no deal, remember? And you were saying something? I can't remember.
God, these fucking Jordans are so hard to make. Can't remember either.
Amy. Anyways, writing poems is lame until you write one sapphic ass poem for your creative writing class and a pretty girl compliments you.
Are we as forgetful as Seafrin now? This doesn't bode well.
If I saw a piece of carving wood or some carving stuff, I'd remember.
Yeah.
Could it be that easy? Carving. Where can you find carving tools or something? Seafrin is a whittle guy
second
after
floor
all.
trap room. Okay, good. Oh, that's actually great.
That took me a second. That's genuinely clever.
I forget his. Oh my god. Is Isabeau he, him, or he, they?
He, him?
I think he, him.
But when he tells a joke, he's he, who.
Get it, Will.
Fuck
You're
up.
funny. Calm down. God, they're reading Dungeon Meshi. There were so many like wood moments for different creatures and monsters and shit. I was like, oh man.
Damn, this dungeon do be delicious, though.
You could put a gun to my head and I wouldn't call it delicious in dungeon.
Dude, that alongside Kill la Kill not being called Dressed to Kill are like two things that make me want to kill.
Wow, you're right, actually.
Yeah, it should be Dressed to Kill.
That's the equivalent of calling Persona 5R Persona 5 caught red-handed.
Yeah, I made a like comment about that.
That's
years ago. I
yours,
was like,
yeah,
why,
that's yours.
Why is it not red-handed? He literally wears red gloves.
Damn.
Yeah, so chat, so Kill la Kill, right? In Japanese, the whole point of kill and kiru and kiru is that it's dress or like uniform and kill, right? That's the whole thing. So if you were so to actually localize it, Dressed to Kill is literally perfect.
Oh, Sif isn't making a scared face. He just fucking accepts getting frozen in time.
Oh,
now.
my
no.
God, baby. Yeah, the delicious in dungeon localization I read. The point is to make it D&D.
That's a
fuck
terrible
off.
reason.
Just fuck off. It's just fuck off. Delicious
I think
dungeon.
the
Just
French
get rid of
one is-
in.
I think the French one's really good.
He's
Yeah,
adorable when
Gloutons
he's
et
dead.
Dragons.
Oh, that's
Gloutons and
good.
dragons. That's cute.
That's good. That is funny.
Gloutons et Dragons. And the Spanish one is Dragones y Mazmoras, which is like... Dragones is like the word for dungeon, but they've combined it with the word for someone who eats too much.
Oh.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
It's a good localization. Delicious in dungeon is unfortunately one of the weaker ones. She's holding something tightly in her fist. Secret ingredient. Let's go.
My God.
The Italian localization's just dungeon food.
That's still better than delicious in
Dwight-
dungeon.
Dwight just fucking nailed it in chat. Dungeons and delicacies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that
That's
would've been
better.
good.
That's better than delicious in dungeon.
Literally, delicious in dungeon is the word. Like it sounds like something that a really stubborn transliterator fan from 2002 would insist on calling it in their terrible fanlation.
I mean, I've said this a lot. I think all English localization has been inexorably harmed by how afraid localizers are of pissing off like sub fans.
Fuck 'em. Oh, that's sad
So
too.
much is lost now.
And the original Sip is so excited by the Malanga fritters, which there's actually restaurants I looked around me that make those. I want next time Lenti and I hang out in person, I wanted to order some so we could try them. Yeah, I know it's samosas, don't worry.
Keep some for himself.
This is new.
Yeah, samosa buddies. Those are potatoes in them, right?
Yeah, because I love potatoes and samosas.
Seem to remember Steve saying the samosas they're used to didn't have potatoes in them.
Different recipes depending on cultures, I suppose.
Yeah, I love samosas a whole lot, but some places make them with cheese in them. Gross. Why would you dirty a perfectly good samosa with cheese?
Such strong opinions about cheese.
Samosa with potatoes, no cheese. Got it. Everyone starts eating. You're more of a potatoes in samosas hater, but whatever. You eat around the burnt parts.
You're more of a hater, just in general.
I am.
How could you ever say that about me? Why are you laughing?
But yeah, like, I think all English localization was better when people weren't so afraid and they just made stronger choices.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of like, we're just going to call it by the Japanese name and no one will remember it and it sucks. And it's like, great, good.
You could have me in a chair getting waterboarded, and they could say the only way that you will stop us from waterboarding you is to call My Hero Academia Boku no Hero Academia, and I would die from drowning above ground.
Are you not gonna? Oh, you're not gonna do the king?
Why would I? I have friend shit to do.
Just in case there was more new dialogue, I don't know.
There's gonna be new dialogue, and we'll have to fight him. And we haven't had like a lot of dialogue in a long time.
Friendship, my favorite song from the Happy Pills album by Utsupi.
His memory is getting worse every single loop.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Relatable.
The music is slower.
Oh, I think you're right.
You'd like to make sure Mirabelle doesn't get upset, but is there any way for this conversation to go faster? Hey Mira, have you thought about doing a sleepover tonight?
I was actually just thinking about it. What do you think?
Absolutely, I'll let everyone know.
You're right. We don't have a moment to lose. But wait, do you know where everyone...
Talk to you later, Mira.
Okay.
You need to make sure Mirabelle knows how to shield all of you against the king. You tell her about the carrot method, whatever it is, so she'll be able to cast it.
Oh, this makes so much sense.
Mirabelle learned the craft skill. Again, you watch her go.
Oh, this is so sad. And we're gonna get our asses handed to us when Loof talks to us and is like, nice pineapple eating, pineapple eater.
Hi, Seafrin, I'm Mirabelle. Do you need anything?
Someone needs to make a supercut that's an hour long of every single time I ever go, oh, I'm X character, because it's 50 times per playthrough of every game we do.
So which one will you choose?
Sorry?
You point at her pile of papers.
What? I am now the boss fight. What?
How? What do you know? Answer me!
She has her hand on her rapier. You're just choosing someone for something, right? It seems important. Maybe I can help.
Die, Loop!
I suppose you must have more experience than I do. All right. I would like your help, if you'll give it.
Experience? Sure.
Thank you, Sifrin. But, this might take some time, so, make sure you have time.
Do you have time now?
Let's say maybe in a second. I want to do Odil's first. It's possible you can only do one per loop, which is rough, but
Oof. Luckily, there's banana.
I do know that Odil's take steps, so I'm gonna do that first. You can do all of them? Great.
Oh, Seafrin.
Yep.
You look rested.
That's the usual shit. You can't skip this for some reason. Okay. Oh, how do I...
I think you have to go get the book.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
I just go get it. Sorry, yeah,
from
that
the
makes
baloney.
sense. That makes sense. For some reason, I assumed she'd come with me to go get it, which, why the fuck would she do that? Oh, do I have to ask her again, do you need any help, even though it's grayed out? What is it, you little piece of shit?
Will can't keep being this funny, it's illegal. Thank you for the super chat. Do I need
Thank
help
you.
with anything? Are you this bored, Seafrin?
Okay, we've already done that.
Yeah, we've done this.
Trying to get through, trying to get through.
I love pain au chocolat without the au chocolat. That's just bread. Oh, I've heard the boulangerie has one of those.
What? 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 Huh? Really?
She doesn't seem to know how to react. You look at her, repeat the same words over and over.
Seafrin, will you come with me to ask them if I can borrow it? It might take some time, so make sure you have time to help me.
I have time now.
Fuck Mirabelle, right?
Thank you. Let's go then.
We're fucking hanging out!
Out. Let's go, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Yo, let's double dip at the Change God.
I
Change God
live in
statue.
pain au chocolat.
Oh no, does Odile comment on every single thing? Because that means I'm gonna need to walk around the entire town and interact with fucking everything.
Let's go, baby.
Talk to everyone, I will.
Fucking savvy stream, let's go.
Quite a peculiar figure, don't you think?
You shrug.
Dev, of course she does.
Close your single eye. Save.
Are you saving right now?
No.
Freak.
Only freaks save where I come from. All done with. Whatever you were just doing,
Oh,
You're
wait,
not.
all done with whatever you were just doing?
Yeah.
There we go. That's the read.
Wait, when you get the family tale, don't you think that'll end the hangout?
There's
Shouldn't you
multiple
talk-
steps to this.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hello. We've heard you may have a family tale.
A family tale.
Of a family called Paperas. If you'd be okay with it, I'd like to borrow it for a little bit.
Ah, the one I borrowed from my girl before the house froze. I'm not a very good writer, so I figured reading another one would give me some inspiration for stories to tell my little girl.
Do you have it still?
I do not.
What?
Do you know Antoine, maybe? He lives in the east part of town, and the house with no flowers, as if he could borrow it. They knew the paper-ass family, you see. I couldn't really refuse. The paper-ass family died only a few years back, after all.
A friend calls it the paparazzi family tale. That's pretty good. I do like paper ass better. That's way more. That's way more us. That's so our brand of bullshit.
Well, that sucks. You know if he still has it now?
I don't see why he wouldn't. Why they wouldn't.
This portrait! I have a sudden bad feeling about this. The house to the east of the village with no flowers, huh?
I'd better get a big Goron sword at the end of this, or I'll kill you.
Looks like we should go pay them a visit. Also, am I correctly reading on her sprite that she has a glasses chain with little gems hanging off them?
I think so, yeah.
I
Mhm.
assume they were earrings, but you're probably right.
They might be long earrings, but we'll see. The favor tree, huh? Quite an interesting tradition, isn't it?
You shrug. I don't give a fuck.
Loop isn't there.
Yeah, because I'm with somebody.
No, there's no dogs, is what I mean.
But I wonder if that's because Odil's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might be hidden.
Also, I'm not
Dogs.
dissing on the glasses chain. I used to wear one myself.
I currently wear one.
Please don't make us talk to everyone in Dormont, Seafrin, please. There's no need to go in here right now, is there?
Apparently
bird.
not.
All right.
Talk to the bird.
Oh my god.
Beep boop.
Oh.
Pew, pew.
I have no comment.
Oh, Seifer and Madame Odile, on a secret quest again.
Again, huh?
Oh, sorry, I feel like I've seen you go on secret quests very often. Like, literally every time we've stayed in a town or village. Isabeau and I always wondered where you were going. Good read.
Ah, that's right. You and Odile often used to visit antique shops every time you went to a new place. Neither of you ever asked what the other was looking for. Come to think of it, she was probably looking for a family tale.
Are you two betting on it? On what our secret quests are about?
Oh, I would never bet on anything. It goes against my moral code, madam. But Isabeau will read a horror book of my choice if my guess is right. Oh no. You're not going to tell me what your secret quests were about now that I've said we're betting on it.
We'll see you later, Mirabelle.
No! No, come back!
I love Odile.
Oh, Mirabelle, you almost had it.
Oh, cutie.
Aw.
I love
Yeah,
her.
Isabeau's up here.
Hey, why don't you step on a banana and die in front of Odile?
I'm not doing
Changing
that.
the course of her life forever.
Oh, you guys look like I don't know. Sorry, you guys look thick as thieves as usual.
Seifer's just like, yeah, we're on a date. What?
Punches him square in the eye and kills him instantly.
Punches Seifer and he like Team Rocket pings directly into the background, landing through the king's body and killing him instantly. That's the speedrun strat.
Are you on a secret quest again?
Indeed we are.
Good for you. Nothing like a secret quest to make life worth living. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'd love to go on a secret quest too. Let's go on a secret quest before we part ways, yeah?
Oh, I'd love to. A secret quest with you would be fun, Isabeau.
Huh? Oh, with you, Madame Odile.
Oh my god!
God.
Yes! That's exactly what I meant. I definitely meant going on a secret quest with you because you are also standing right there. Yes.
I love how much Odile and Mirabelle make fun of his super obvious crush on Secret.
Oh.
Please don't look at me.
Gnome sound. Uh-huh.
You talk to him again, maybe. Have fun, you two. I'm gonna just jump off this.
Why are you crying?
Hello, nice to talk to you. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
I have no interest in people
Oh my
even
God.
wildly similar to my age.
Hey, we'll play rock, paper, scissors!
No.
Ugh, another lost soul who won't play against me.
Oh my god.
Seafrin, if you don't take me over to the clear... Jesus Christ.
There's no need to go here right now, is there?
I swear to God. I'll kill you.
I am not EP.
But are you sheepy?
We're about to see.
Meh.
Meh.
I love her.
She's great.
Just very casually, just like, meh. No time, Seafrin. Wave goodbye. Now.
Goodbye. Oh yeah, that kid can make us a drawing. Oh, let's talk to Bonnie.
Oh, hey, Deal.
Boniface?
Did you find some good stuff for tonight?
Not much. I did find some flour, though. I know we were running low.
Yes. Why are you with Friend? Was the flour too heavy? I could have helped.
Seafrin and I have things to do.
Oh. Can I help? I want to help.
We're looking for a book with words in it. No pictures.
I'm so sorry I cannot help, Deal. I wish you the best in all future endeavors. I will stay here and also do my important things. Like, look at this field.
Thank you for your support, Boniface.
Lenti, I love how you correctly cold read Bonnie and Sifrin every single time. It's so refreshing.
It's one of my skills. Yay.
Because like both of us are directors, and sometimes if you're directing like comedy, like especially in like this kind of voice of comedy, which is like very specific and easygoing, but it's also unusual because most writing is bad and not like this. So like a lot of times you'll get actors and they'll like read it like one way, and you're like, oh no, do it fun, actually.
Be fun. Have fun.
Hello, is anyone there?
We are, but we don't actually have time to talk. Sorry to bother you.
It's no problem. Have a good day. All right. This is a house with no flowers in front of it.
Beautiful one.
That's you, Will.
Hello.
Antoine, is it?
That sure is me. And you're two of the saviors, aren't you? Thank you for all you're doing. Best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you. We had a favor to ask. Could we borrow the family tale you possess? For an hour, maybe.
Oh, the paper-ass family tale.
I know this means a lot to you, so...
Oh, no, that's not the problem. I'd be happy to lend it to you. But, well... I think one of the kids next door stole it from me.
Kids next door, assemble!
What?
I'm afraid you'll never be able to get that family tale, Odile.
Oh, I'm not saying they're bad kids. They're very nice kids. Very nice. They just... Well, you know, the three kids outside. A few weeks ago, they passed by to help me cook some things, and, well, the book is gone now.
So, sounds like we should talk to those kids.
Oh, I'd rather die, Seafrin.
Multi-step fetch quest.
I think we should look at those... Blech.
Sorry, a mouse came out of my mouth.
I had to bail on that line. Sorry, I felt my tongue failing to make the next word.
We'll get that book, Odile.
Let's just go, all right? Kids.
The middle kid with the small hat looks at you from their rock throne.
Adults, what do you want?
Seafrin, you handle this.
Why you? Why me?
You're closer to being a kid than I am. Good luck.
Okay. Do you know about family tales? Which one of you stole a family tale?
Are you saying we're thieves? Thieves, Manon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Manon.
go ahead. Manon.
Are you saying we're thieves?
My associate misspoke. What they meant was...
Do you know about family tales?
Yeah. What kind of adult doesn't know about family tales? Are you stupid?
Manon, you can't ask adults if they're stupid.
Can I? Look at them. They're short, and their hair looks unbrushed, and they look like they haven't slept in weeks. And that hat definitely looks stupid and not cool.
Seafrin, the kid is destroying you. Do something.
On principle, you don't get into fights with kids. Anyway, do you know about a paper-ass family tale?
Manon, I think he's asking about...
Shut up. I got this.
The middle kid looks at you as disdainfully as whatever,
As
which
they
is a
can.
lot.
It's too fast.
Sorry. That's not on purpose. It's very easy to keep the button pressed a little too long if the line is short.
What if we do?
We'd like to borrow it.
Trade.
A trade! A trade!
We have something you do not. Knowledge. Offer us something in exchange.
I have a pun.
A pun? It better be the best pun I've ever heard.
How do you keep a wizard in suspense? Kid leans a little bit towards you, interested.
I don't know. How?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Oh, that's smart.
What? That's not the deal. Tell me.
The kid's eyes grow wide, speechless.
Manon, the wizard-looking adult, they said you're a wizard, Manon.
Wow. I know you just said it because it's part of the joke, and I know I'm not a real wizard because wizards aren't real, but I felt something just now. I'll do whatever you ask.
We only need the book.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
That's the one.
Manon doesn't have the book anymore.
What?
Listen, Charlene was being really annoying about wanting it, so I gave it to her so she'd stop crying, okay?
Who's Charlene?
Charlene Choquette, the boulanger's daughter.
The what?
Huh? You can't help but laugh.
Look at the old lady's face.
Seafrin!
You jump.
We are going.
You nod rapidly and follow.
Bye, adults. Let's play again soon.
Sorry if I clipped, by the way.
No, it's appropriate.
No, it's funny. Very funny.
Oh, deal as she leaves. Just paper airplane picks them up, all the kids, and just flies off into the distance.
Hi!
Hello!
Hey. Please do not scare my daughter, madam.
You get in front of Odile and smile at the girl. Hi.
Hi.
We've heard you got a cool book.
A book? Oh, yes. From Manon. Manon is so nice. She gave me the book with the nice stories. Dad was reading it, and now it's mine, and I can't read it all by myself. But it's boring. I want another book, Papa.
Wait, which book are you talking about, Charlene?
This one!
She shows you all a book with paper-ass family tale written across it.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
You got the paper-ass family tale, finally. You both find a nice silent place to talk.
Look at this new map, Seafrin. No one will find you when I bury you.
Just clocks him in the head with the book.
I just needed a heavy enough book. That's all I wanted.
Bonk.
I can't believe this took this long, but finally.
Odile looks at the closed family tale book intently.
What? I don't know what that said.
Aren't you gonna open it?
I said I could keep it until I have to leave Dormont, so I have time, but...
She's still looking at it.
Don't tell the others, but I can't read.
The family tale book you spent so much time trying to find. It seems important to her, but why? Is it related to your research?
Sorry, what?
The book. Is it related to your research?
Well, I suppose I've kept it secret long enough. Don't tell Isabeau, alright? There is no research. I'm not researching anything.
Huh?
Sorry for not saying anything. Isabeau said I must be researching something since I was a traveler here in Vogard, and it felt easier to not say anything.
So then why are you...
Why did I leave Cabway? Travel for years, all to find myself in Vogard, if not for some intellectual pursuit? Well, I'm actually here in Vogard to find out more about myself. Suppose it's not very apparent to you, but my mother was Vogardian.
Oh.
I've lived my whole life in Cabway. My father was Cabwayan, and my mother Vogardian. I have no idea how they met. He never told me, but all I know is that she never wanted a child. She left very early in my childhood, and I never saw her again. Good riddance, if you ask me. But she left and didn't leave anything behind. No pictures, no letter, no family history. But what does it matter, right? My father was a good man, and Cabway was my home. I used to think I didn't need to know about my history, about Vogard. But still, part of me was curious. And one day, a few years ago, a Vogardian merchant showed me her wares, and this book that she wouldn't let go of. A book of tales written by her whole family, a family tale. And she explained family tales to me, generations of Vogardian...
Sorry, that was not me. I did not have a button on the controller.
It's all good. So you'd end up with stories written by an entire lineage. And she was explaining the way the book was written. The rules of the particular way of telling stories, how friendly families shared their stories with each other, and how it had been done for generations. How it brought her closer to her family, her ancestors, her culture. And while she was explaining all this to me, she suddenly stopped. And I was surprised to find out she stopped because I was crying. I didn't even realize it. Because I wanted this. This connection that she had to a history that was also supposed to be mine. But it was stolen from me. Because my mother left. And I'd never had a link to this culture, ever. Unless I went there.
So this is why...
So I travelled to Vogard. And, well, the king took over shortly after I arrived, which did make things more difficult. But during my travels with you all, I got to know many Vogardians and see many Vogardian cities. I got to learn more about the country, its culture, its faith, its people. And I look and I learn, and this is the country my mother came from. It's half of me, but still. Even now that I'm here in Vogard, I feel no connection to it whatsoever. I don't recognize myself here. Isn't that strange? Half of me should be from here, isn't it? Shouldn't I see something of myself here in the place that my mother came from? Shouldn't it be like looking in a mirror? Like a revelation, Shouldn't I see how Vogardian people act, how they think, and be able to say, ah, so this is why I'm like this? Shouldn't I be able to recall this place mine? But I can't. And it feels awful, like my roots have been cut off without my consent, like my mother stole it from me. Like I really don't belong anywhere. But this is why I'm here still. To know as much as I can about this country. And in the meantime, find out if it'll make me find out more about myself. And I did find out more about myself during this journey, so I'm glad. It is an interesting question, is it not? How much do you carry of your country, of a culture that should have been yours, but wasn't? It may not seem so to you, but to Karbwe, my features are foreign. Just small things. My hair being slightly too thick, my brows too thin. Enough for me to look different. Here, I am other. So, what about Vogardians? Would they see me as one of theirs? Would I find myself in them? After coming here, I found out that no, of course not. Why would I? I've never been here before this journey. But at the same time, I'm not the only one who is other. In fact, Vogard is filled with people who also come from other lands. Vogard welcomes people from all over the world, after all. So, even if I did not find someone like me, I found Vogard to be full of people that are similar to me. And I'm very grateful for that.
Odile is half Vogardian. You never knew. She traveled halfway across the world to find out more about herself, trying to see if she'd find herself in a country she has no memory of.
What about you, Seafrin? Are you finding out more about yourself in Vogard?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you didn't grow up in Vogard either, right? Do you have roots here, or were you just passing through? Ha! My apologies. Forget I asked.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't need to. Your face said it all. Just because I'm telling you personal facts about myself doesn't mean you need to tell me anything in return. It was wrong of me to ask. We can forget about it.
She goes back to looking at the Family Tales cover. She'd probably be fine leaving it here, just bearing her story to you and nothing else, but you... I don't remember much about where I'm from. Odile turns to look at you.
Huh. Were you too small when you left?
It's auto-playing. I don't know why that keeps happening.
Neither. But I can relate to you. Trying to find pieces of yourself wherever you can.
Trying to find where you belong.
Trying to find how your roots might have shaped you.
Which parts of you created and which parts were already there.
You nod.
But you know you're not only made of where you're from, right? If that was the case, everyone in Karbwe would be the exact same, and everyone in Vogard would be the exact same. Where you're from matters, yes. But if it's not the only thing that makes you, you. That's what I realized during this journey, Seafrin. I am Karbwean and Vogardian, in ways I do and don't realize. And I am also myself. One might say that's more important than being Karbwean and Vogardian, wouldn't you agree?
I do.
That's interesting. I feel so much lighter now.
Hmm? Because you found a family tale?
Yes. And also because we talked, Seafrin.
Oh.
Ha! Thank you for listening to me, Seafrin.
You blush and nod.
Now get out of here. I have a family tale to read before we all meet at our sleepover. We'll talk later. Go have fun.
Odile smiles at you mischievously. You got a memory of secret quest.
Whoa.
Wow. Amazingly strong. Makes an enemy weaker than all craft types. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your researcher have had this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay?
That was
get up and leave, waving goodbye.
My bad, because I didn't notice that. That should have been loop.
Yeah, you weren't reading, so I was like, I'll read it.
That's a lot.
Yeah! Fetch quest.
I just wanted to save.
Man, I've been really having to, like, flex my subtle acting with Odile. It's hard, dude.
Getting to do subtle acting is so nice.
Subtle acting, best acting.
My favorite flavor of acting is, like, picking a feeling to feel when you say something, like a subtext, and going on autopilot and, like, 0% thinking about it. Because it'll usually carry you to somewhere very interesting and a really naturalistic read.
I hope it came through for me, because I when I realized what it was about, I was like, oh, this is about being half from one country and another. I know
Looks
this.
at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just let it come out from me on that. So I just hope it. Yeah, I just hope it was good.
That's what we call authenticity, baby.
Woo!
Hey, friend, what do you want? Help me, but I don't want your help. I don't want you to help me with anything.
You don't?
I don't. You're stupid, and you don't know me, and I don't want you to help me.
Are you ready for 20 minutes of Marissa?
I
Nothing.
don't know you.
You really don't. Not even a little bit.
You don't even know my 3 favorite foods, stupid. Okay, I do.
Huh?
You love rice
Yeah, that's true, but
and pineapples. And the last one is samosas.
But which samosas? Yeah, I bet you don't even know that. Which samosas are my favorite, stupid?
It is samosas
Without cheese,
cheese.
with potatoes.
Yeah. That's all my favorite foods.
Success!
If you remembered them all, you do pay attention to me. No, that's stupid. Of course you do. Or else you wouldn't have... There's something you can't help me with. Can you come with me? If you have time.
I have time now.
Okay. Then come on.
Bonnie brought you outside of Dormont. You can see some weak sadnesses roaming around in the distance.
Friend, You said I could ask for anything, yeah?
Not exactly what you said, but sure, whatever you want.
Okay, well, I need you to teach me how to fight.
Oh,
I know Deal's gonna say I can help you on the battle tomorrow, but it'll be from far away, right? I want to help, to actually help. And for that, I need to learn how to fight. So you're gonna help me. Let's go!
Bonnie ran away.
I'm just
Toward a sadness. You run toward Bonnie as fast as you can.
Look, I'm not scared. Come on!
Oh.
Oh, look at Bonnie!
I'm not scared. I can do this.
Oof.
Okay, I'm out. Nope.
Bonnie! Without thinking about it, you strike.
Jesus.
Killed that thing.
Keep that motherfucking fang on me. My hands.
You can't help but yell. Be more careful, Bonnie!
I'm sorry.
You look at Bonnie closely. Miraculously, they don't seem hurt. Bonnie is trembling. I shouldn't have yelled. Breathe with me. You breathe slowly in and out, and make sure Bonnie breathes with you. You need to calm down, too. Slowly, they stop shaking.
That didn't go super well.
It did not, no.
It's your fault. You weren't there. You weren't there to help me and tell me what to do.
You frown.
I'm sorry.
I can teach you, but don't go ahead on your own.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll listen. Tell me how to fight. I want to learn.
You look around. There's another sadness in the distance. You put your index finger in front of your mouth to tell Bonnie to stay silent and point toward the sadness. Bonnie looks over and nods. You jump in.
Oh, I hope I don't get killed. Oh.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Yes. What do I do?
You smile. Teaching time. You tell Bonnie to look at the sadness's hands.
That's a scissors sign, right? So that means they're vulnerable to rock craft.
What craft type do you guys think Bonnie has? It's probably gonna be rock, right?
Maybe.
I think it's gonna be rock. That's my bet.
I mean, look at their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those little...
I know rock craft, so I can hit them, right?
You nod.
Okay. Here I go.
You take an attacking stance. Bonnie follows suit. You did it, kid.
I did it! You did it, friend!
You clap. You breathe in and out.
Yeah!
You defeated the sadness. You breathe out. Bonnie is looking up at you. You look back.
Hey, friend, why aren't we allowed to touch you?
What? What?
Oh.
Deal and Za and Belle said we're not allowed to touch you because it makes you jump and because they said so. It's true that you jump, but I was wondering why, because it means we can't high five or anything. Why?
None of them are touching you on purpose because it makes you jump. For such a simple reason. I don't mind being touched or hugged. I'm just not used to it.
You're not used to it? Oh! Maybe it's because you're not ready for it when it happens. That's how it is with Neil.
Neil.
My sister. Her name's Petronile, but it's dumb, so I call her Neil. She doesn't like it when people touch her and she's not ready for it. Neil's really cool and tough, but she gets scared easily, I think. One day I touched her shoulder and she didn't know I was there and she screamed really loud.
This is me. If you make a noise behind me or touch a part of me, I will jump 4 feet in the air. I'm really hard to scare, but comedically easy to startle.
I used to know someone exactly like that, and she would scream like she was being murdered when it happened.
I will always like jump is the thing.
Like, ah! But then she said I shouldn't do it again because when she's scared, she said her scared brain takes over, and she said she might suplex me without meaning to. That's me. Which sounds really cool, but she said she doesn't want to suplex me because she doesn't want to hurt me. She did suplex one dude who scared her once, though. So I'm not allowed to touch her if she doesn't know I'm there. So I always try to walk real loud so she hears me coming. That's why my shoes are so big, see?
Bonnie points at their boots.
That's another thing I do is because I was talking about this with like Jay or someone else who's like 6'11" or whatever we are, and a lot of tall, like really tall people I know, like 6'3" or bigger, we will make noises constantly to let people know we're around corners and stuff. Because when I was in high school, if I would round a corner silently, then people will scream when I appear in front of them. And that happens so regularly that if I'm ever rounding a corner, I will tap my finger against it, increase the sound of my footfall, or click with my tongue or whistle. And I do it so subtly, I don't think most people notice, but it will make them not scared of me coming around corners.
You nod.
I don't want to talk about my sister anymore.
You don't often talk about her.
She's frozen in time and she's not here, so I don't want to talk about her. She says talking behind people's backs is bad. And also talking about her hurts and makes me sad. I want Neil to be here. I should have helped her when... Why aren't you used to being touched? Did your family not hug you when you were a kid?
You flinch. You can't remember.
Oh.
But maybe that's why. I'm just not used to it and it takes me off guard, I think.
Oh, okay. So if you can see me, and if I tell you I'm going to touch you, it's fine?
It's not fine, but sure.
Huh. Okay. I'll remember that. So then...
Bonnie jumps up and down, making sure you watch them do it.
I am going to touch you now.
Suddenly, Bonnie pokes you hard in the stomach.
Ow. You saw me, and I told you, so it's fine.
I guess so.
Okay, let's go. Let's fight one more sadness. I can do one more.
You spot a sadness in the distance.
Okay. I can do this. Watch me, friend.
You smile and join Bonnie. You and the sadness exchange blows.
Bonnie did more damage than we did.
I can do this.
Bam!
Well, I suppose because
Yeah.
Fryn is scissors, yeah.
Yeah. This is different from usual. You're not used to fighting outside anymore.
Oh, that's weird.
The ground is uneven and there's rocks and branches to worry about. Oh! You tripped on a branch.
Friend!
The sadness saw you fall and is running towards you to attack.
No! Not this time!
Get on.
Jesus!
Friend? Friend, are you okay?
Bonnie is shaking. I'm okay, Bonbon. I just tripped.
Really? You promise?
You nod.
Okay. You haven't called me Bonbon in forever. Only Za calls me that now.
Oops. Bonnie.
No, I didn't mean... You promise you're okay?
You nod.
Okay. Sorry. I got scared. It reminded me of before, that's all.
Before?
Yeah. You remember, right? It was a while back. When you protect me from that other sadness, you know?
What sadness do they mean? You can't remember.
Oh.
Which one?
Not remembering a thing that like a child internalized so deeply is so accurate.
Which one? The one that got your eye, stupid!
Oh!
Oh, crab, you stupid crabbing. See, I told you. I knew it. You're so crabbing stupid. You didn't even remember it. You think it doesn't matter. You keep getting hurt because of me and you don't care. You can't see from one eye because of me and you think it doesn't crabbing matter.
That's right. You'd forgotten. It was after you all met Bonnie, before they started barely speaking to you anymore. They weren't careful and a sadness was about to hurt them. They're so small. And no one else was close enough to do anything. You're the fastest. So you ran and got in front of them and...
Why did you do it, Fred? Why did you do it? Why did you protect me? I don't understand. You could have stayed put. I could have taken care of it. I was fine. But no, Fred thinks they're better than everyone else. And you tried to protect me like a stupid crabbing idiot and you got hurt because of me. Because of me, you can't see from one eye. You have a big scar. And you bump into things all the time and you trip all the time and you can't see. Because of me. Because of me.
Oh no, they seem really upset, but But it's not that big of a deal, though.
But it is. It really is. You got hurt because of me, and I don't like it. I don't want it to have happened. You should have stood there and let me be hurt.
But you would have died.
It doesn't matter. If I died, it would have been fine.
It would never have been fine. I could never have let that sadness hit you. I know you don't like it when we say you're a child, but you are. And as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure you're safe. Did you want us to go to your sister and tell her sorry? We didn't jump to save them, so they're gone now? You'll always be more important than any of us. No matter what, we'll always make sure you'll live. And I'll always pick you over a blinding, stupid eye.
But, Frin, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be hurt.
You can reassure them all you want. Say you're sorry, promise you'll never do it again. But you would do it again. Again and again and again. If it happened to happen now, while you're stuck in a time loop, you'd jump in and protect them every time. You would protect them all, every time. Because what's the alternative? Try to find a way to save them without being hurt? But what if you failed? What if you couldn't do it and they did get hurt instead? What if they died because you tried to get a better ending? You can't take that chance. You would do it again, the exact same way, for as long as needed. I'm stronger now, Bonnie. I can protect you and make sure I don't get hurt either.
You promise? You promise you won't get hurt again?
I promise.
You super promise?
Super promise.
You super duper promise?
Super duper promise.
Okay. Okay. As long as you promise, it's fine. And... Oh, and anyway, I protected you just now, right? If it wasn't for me, you'd have been hurt. So you can protect me, and I can protect you. And we can protect everyone, too. Yeah?
Yeah.
You see me, right? I'm gonna touch you now.
Oh.
Aww.
Bonnie runs into your side. They hug you tightly. You freeze until you remember what to do.
Oh, no!
Slowly, you hug them back. What a face.
I'm gonna become the king.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, friend?
See, you do know how to hug.
Looks like I do, yeah. You got memory of training.
Can you imagine having to loop and do that a second fucking time?
Oh, God. You'll always remember this. Ooh. Billion blows techniques. They'll be able to hit the enemy harder.
This is loop, sorry. It's so strong, I already said this. You know what's up. You know what's up. You'll be fucked if you have to loop again. I'm loop, bye!
Okay, let's go back to Dormont. I gotta show everyone how cool I am now.
You nod. You both head back to Dormont.
Not me having a slight meltdown that entire scene because I accidentally snapped my tablet pen in half.
Oh, Jesus.
It's okay, I fixed it, and it's working, but I was slightly fucking panicking.
Also,
I have that effect on
amazing work,
people.
Lenti.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Marissa Lenti
It helped
can
with
be
the
hired.
panic attack a lot.
Marissa Lenti can be hired for voice acting if you look them up.
Don't you also do classes and stuff?
I do. Yeah, I teach workshops.
Oh, you don't say.
Is there one
Ooh.
coming up right now?
Buy their shop, buy their shop, buy their shop.
There's one coming up at the end of the month. Unfortunately, it's sold out. They always sell out within 24 hours, but you can audit it for half the price of participating, which is nice.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you can just sit and listen. It's an auditioning for anime workshop specifically, where I
okay.
give the participators like actual audition sides of actual shows I directed, and basically just teach them through my thought process. So you can like mock audition for Tribe 9 and Kageki Shoujo and stuff like that.
Oh, Loop's not there.
You should talk to Isabeau first. Gotta have
That's-
this convo.
That's kind of funny
Hey.
because we found Isabeau at the other place before because Odile.
It's just walking back and forth.
Hey, Seafriend. Whoa, you look like a wreck, man. What's up?
Oh, yeah. So the favorite tree.
Down, 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 down.
Yeah, even if you don't want to voice act, you can audit
Oh.
if you're fine spending the money. Oh, this is him trying to touch you. You freeze. His hand is in the air and goes closer, closer. His hand abruptly stops above your shoulder and goes back to his side.
That was funny. I'm gonna go soon, so you can do your thing with the tree. But do you want to talk before I go?
I know he waits until last. He kind of.
Ask everyone else. Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum, bum.
Goodbye. Hey, Loop.
Hey, Stardust. How can I help you on this wonderful new loop?
Let's talk about something.
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
What do you do when I'm not here?
Excuse you. My life doesn't revolve around you. I do loads of things while you're gone. Like, I look at the sky and, I take a nap sometimes, dream about things.
What do you dream about?
What do you dream about? Gotcha.
No fucking answer.
You're doing so many different things. What do you need help with? Nah, I was hoping we could proc the pineapple thing, but I think it's been too many loops. All right, I hope we could maybe get some comedy in there before doing the next two seeds, but whatever.
All crying all the time.
Yeah,
You're
no,
gonna be bone dry by the end of all the tears you're shedding.
like obviously I know Lenti's a fantastic actor, but like really impressive swapping back and forth between the characters there.
Yeah.
Was like desperately trying to time the dialogue right to be like, okay, I don't want to break this flow at all. Ah! It's in the questions. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, how to do this. Sit down next to me, maybe?
You sit down.
Gotcha! Whoopee cushion. Destroyed.
Mirabelle looks at you without saying a word. She looks worried. Maybe you should take the lead. So, what are those papers, really?
Oh. Bonding proposals?
Bonding? Like when you promise to stay with someone forever? Is Mirabelle looking for a partner?
No, wait, that's not exactly it. Please stop looking at me. It's more like, dating. Dating profiles. I'm not thinking about being bonded yet.
Dating? You didn't think Mirabelle cared about that. You're still confused.
All right, well, before all this started with the king, I decided I want to, try to date someone. And so I asked a dating company, and they gave me a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and that I could date, but I haven't gone through it yet. So I figured I could at least get that done today and look through all of them and make a list of people I could see myself dating. And I suppose I need help. I'm choosing someone I could spend the rest of my life with, so I'd appreciate another pair of eyes. Or, just the one eye. So long as it's not my two eyes looking at this. I also need a distraction from tomorrow very badly, so we figured I'd replace my anxiety about our possible defeat with, this.
Fantasy Tinder. Choosing someone to date is a little out of your comfort zone, but you think you can try and find someone who would fit Mirabelle? Maybe. Let's have a look then.
Alright, I have a few profiles right here.
Do you realize the horror that crept into me realizing that like I just got to watch Savvy and Lenti do like big acting scenes with characters that are like well comfortably within their vocal range, and I'm gonna have to do this. And it's gonna be so difficult.
She removes an immense folder out of her dress pocket. Was she carrying it with her throughout your entire journey?
There's a few of them. So, you can go first and tell me what you think, and I'll go after. Tell me what you think about him.
She shows you the file of a strong, buff-looking man. Is that Mirabelle's type? We have one of those at home.
What? Do you mean Isabel? Ew, you're right.
Is that worth an ew? Either way, sounds like masculine people aren't her type, probably. Maybe she would like someone more feminine. Do you have someone more feminine looking? She looks through her files.
How about her?
She shows you the profile of a gentle-looking lady. She looks nice.
She does, I guess.
She guesses. So, well, not into feminine people either, apparently. What kind of person are you into, then?
Oh, I don't have a type. I like all kinds of people equally.
But if you had to choose?
Someone nice
You nod.
and someone pretty
You nod.
and someone who likes me.
You don't nod. Mira.
No, wait, let me think a bit more. I want someone who...
She thinks for an awfully long time.
Well, what about you then? What kind of person are you into, Sifrin?
Well, you think about how to answer this for an awfully long time, but then catch yourself. Wait, are you going to copy my answers?
No! Okay, fine. You got me, Sifrin. I'm not interested in that dating stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. But then why worry about it?
You know, Sifrin, the change belief is very, very important to me. It's all around changing. Changing with a capital C. Bettering yourself. Becoming a better, different person. And one of the ways to change is to try new things, you know? That's part of the reason the house offers so many different classes. And so I'm trying. I'm trying new things. And some are fun and fulfilling and easy, but you can't just go and only try new easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things. Things that make me uncomfortable. Things I don't want to do at all.
Things she doesn't want to do. Like dating.
Yes, like dating. But, you know, romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you to bring new experiences, and so I have to do it, right? To be a good housemaiden, I have to do it. I have to date. I have to love someone in a romantic way. I have to do things with them. I have to bond with them. I have to sleep with them. I have to have children with them. I have to love them in this very specific way. And
you don't want to.
And I don't want to. I don't want to do it, Sifrin. Not at all. Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, of being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. I really do. The idea of it alone is just awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that in the way I should love them. It never happened, and I don't think it ever will. And I need this to change, don't I?
Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say. Maybe, well, why do you need to change?
Because I have to, Sifrin. I'm a housemaiden. And I love it. I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things. I love it all, but I have to change in that way too. I wish I could just not do it. Not be with someone that way. But Sifrin, there's such a pressure to force us to do that. And not only that, there's such a pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals all around showing yourself as a new person, for crab's sake. Most housemaidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't. Isabeau isn't even a housemaiden, and he's changed, and I haven't. And I don't want to change. I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with the idea of not being with anyone. I'm comfortable with the idea of staying the same forever. But we have to change and bring new things into our lives and change clothes and hairstyles and even part of our personalities to appeal to a deity that I don't know if they understand that sometimes I'd just like to stay the same. Or maybe they do. Maybe that's why they haven't. And now I have a list of people that I could meet with so that I can fall in love with them, which I can't do. And do things with them, which I will never, ever want to do. Also, I can change. And it makes me feel like a mistake. That I must be broken for not being able to want these things. Because everyone else can.
Well, I don't know about the romantic part, but I don't want to do things with people either.
Huh? Why not?
It's weird, right?
Yes.
Mirabelle takes hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice.
Yeah! Yeah! It's just weird and gross. It's awful. I don't want it at all. Oh, Sifrin! Sifrin! You mean it? You really mean it? You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what a relief. To have someone who understands this, at least. But it doesn't fix anything. I need to change. And dating, it's part of it, so...
Mirabelle.
2 aces in this deck!
Sifrin, I know you don't follow the change belief, but do you have something like this? Something that brings you joy and community and faith, but some other parts you don't know how to follow? Some other parts you don't know what to do with? Some other parts just bring you grief?
Something that brings you both joy and grief. You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but yeah, I have something like that.
So you do too. How do you deal with it then?
You don't? I just try not to think about things that bother me in general.
Avoidance, huh? That feels a little too cowardly for me.
Ouch.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say...
You laugh. You know she didn't mean it that way. Of course not. You didn't know Mirabelle held those feelings toward the change belief. She always seemed so passionate about it. But the belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box she doesn't want to be in. Why doesn't she leave it behind then? You suppose it's not that simple. I don't know anything about your belief, but you could always game the system, right?
Game the system?
Change things by deciding not to change? If everyone changes in that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. There's more than one way to become a better person, right?
Changing by deciding not to change. Cyprin, that's not how it works.
But no one needs to know.
Change myself by deciding not to change.
Sounds challenging and fun to me. Right now, you mean it.
It does. It does sound challenging and fun.
Oh, look at her. Mirabelle smiles at you brightly. You smile back.
Thank you, Cyprin. Thank you for talking with me. Oh, look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Go. Don't let me keep you. I need to be alone for a little bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay?
Memory of faith. You'll always remember this.
When equipped, memory of faith boosts. Oh, it's another one of these. Wow. Your housemaiden also learned the skill Holy Care Shield. It's amazingly strong. When used, it creates a shield that makes everyone invulnerable to attacks.
Jesus.
It's so strong. Don't re-loop, idiot. So you loop back to Dormild.
If you fuck up with these buffs, you deserve to die.
You won't loop again, and I will laugh at you.
And then I'll personally step on your Jordans.
I really like stories about asexuality because I feel like it's the most underrepresented LGBT thing in media.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
There's way too much fucking
Well, I feel like it's also one of the...
controversy around it in the LGBT community.
There's controversy, and I also feel like it's one of the newer, like, sexualities that people actually, like, started talking about.
Yeah, in a weird way, because it's like the least, this is the wrong adjective, it's the least flashy one. Like, it's the one that you can kind of, like, you know, like, if you were gay in whatever year and whatever location, it was a problem, and trans and etc. So, like, in the way that, like, bisexuality can kind of get disguised and overlooked, Ace is kind of like that. But, like, I don't know, it's very interesting, and I really like seeing stories about it, because it's like...
I think the major problem with it is that an idiot can't tell a good asexual story.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
The strangest thing as well is, God, this is gonna get into some really specific shit. In the same way that, like, some people kind of have, like, the, oh, I must be bi, and then they kind of realize either, oh, I'm actually, yes, I am definitely bi, or it becomes, oh, I might be trans, or I might actually just be gay, right? Like, I have a connection to the whole Ace thing, because I went through a really unhealthy point in time where I had a very adversarial relationship with my sexuality. I kind of considered it to be like a bad thing.
Fight it in the ring?
Sorry?
You fight it in the ring?
Yeah, no, every day I was fucking in there, man.
And in this corner... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. No, but for real, it was like a daily fight against it, because I was convinced that I was a bad person for basically wanting to be sexual in any way, which is why I'm so sex positive now. But for a very long time, I was, like, trying to convince myself that I was ace. And so I kind of have, like, I was kind of looking into the ace community for a very long time as a result of that. But unsurprisingly, you can't just turn off your sexuality. So, like, I eventually learned to be healthy about it and everything, but it was a very... I don't know if anyone else has ever had a similar experience, but it was a very personal experience to me going through that.
Yeah,
I mean, I am ace, and very often I wish I fucking wasn't, so I get it so hard. And chat was like, can an idiot tell a good story of any kind? Here's what I mean. An idiot will think they can tell a good gay story or a good trans story. An idiot will not even know what the fuck to do with asexuality as a story. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's true. The on going off of Savvy saying like that's like one of the reasons I'm so sex positive now. Yeah, I try to project that because like I think the society I live in would be a lot healthier in the way that like Dare and stuff for drugs when I was a kid and demonizing drugs actually did so much more damage and introduced kids to a lot of just like never huff a paint thinner or like sniff glue. That'll get you high. You can get high by sniffing glue. Like shit like that. Yeah. And like especially in America, like any kind of sexual education is so bad. And also it's like, not to sound boring, it's such a like it's very heteronormative obviously, and in a lot of places there still is that big pressure to like get married, have kids, etc., in like a lot of places. And like my sister is ace, and like, you know, there are always like conversations in my extended family of like, oh, when's Aaron gonna such and such? And I was like, I don't imagine that ever happening, even before I knew she was ace explicitly. I don't know. I think there's a lot of good healing culturally by talking about and sharing stories about this like it is extremely normal. And American media especially has such an accurate what's the word for this? There's a stereotype that other countries make fun of with our censorship where you can show the most graphic, violent bullshit with guns and pro-military shit in anything to like a 5-year-old in America, and it's fine. But like the instant anything's about sex at all, it's like off the table, which is very fucking funny.
No, I make a point of being so sex positive and being willing to talk about that shit on my streams and everything, because like, hey, the way that people understand the way to act properly about it, and also to not be weird about it, and also understand that other people feel the same way as them in some regard, is to just fucking talk about it like normal people. It is surprising how much of an icebreaker. And so I'm fairly open to people about the fact that I like draw porn, right? Because it's just something I do, and I don't think it should be a weird thing to just be like, yeah, no, that's my job, right? Like, I get paid to do that. The amount of times, the double whammy of just being open about talking about sex, and then also being like, don't worry, it's safe, I'm not going to be weird about it because it's a job for me, immediately gets people to suddenly like talking like an open book about like porn and sex and everything. I'm like, yeah, no, it's almost like this is a lived human experience that every single fucking person on Earth has, you know?
Jello, apparently if you use all 3 open phrases on that door, you get a scene.
Oh, that's funny. Dev says, I also want to say if you're trying to figure out who you are and it's really bumming you out, in caps, then you can just let that go and just be, and you don't necessarily need words. That's also super true. This is like finally starting to like pendulum pull the other way. I hate how obsessed the LGBT community is with specific labels and inventing extra new labels to like stratify every new subclass of everything. And it's like, man, when you invent 1,000 new labels for everything, that's just gonna make it hard. If you have to explain what that means every time you use a new thing, that's no good. And it's okay to just be under an umbrella and then be like, here's the description of what I'm about, because that's fine. And also, like, we should probably move on from this in a second, but to bank off of what Savvy said of like people often, once they feel safe, it's like, oh great, I can talk about this thing. Literally, I saw someone after that conversation with Mirabelle ended going, oh, I think I'm ace actually. And like, I cannot tell you how, if you haven't watched it, we have a Skies of Arcadia playthrough where we made a running joke that the main character was obviously trans male to female, and everyone had clocked it except her. And like it was like a joke, and then like, you know, obviously because character arcs, by the end of it she had like figured that out. And there's so many comments on those streams in that video that are like, oh
I will say that the sub labels can be nice for people who just are trying to figure that shit out though, because man, I did a lot of research into like all the sub classes of asexuality, and it is kind of nice to just be like, oh, this exists enough out in the world that a bunch of people made up a word for it. That's kind of neato. And then if it empowers you to identify with the label, cool. And also you get a free color scheme, and you can use it for anything.
Yeah, and I gotta say, asexuals keep winning with their flag color
Best
scheme.
color scheme.
You have a really
Dude.
cool. You look like a gamer PC.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gender fluid. I'm legit a bit pissed about our flag. I don't like it. I prefer to go
the green one? Like, there's one that's like green.
No.
And, yeah.
The thing that bothers me is it's like the one flag that has the black stripe randomly in the middle instead of the bottom or the top.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely tend to prefer the intersex flag as a result, because gender fluid does technically count.
I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the reasons I prefer the bi label over pan instead of, even though for me they have the same meaning, because I like the bi flag color scheme so much more than
bi
the pan
flag's really
section.
good. That's why I go with biromantic, because I'm like, pretty color scheme.
Cool flag.
Cool flag.
Yeah, way to snipe both of the best flags.
I've just got that kind of swag, you know what I'm saying?
Also, love that last scene just being me pretending to be asexual with you for 20 minutes.
You pretending to be me at me.
Also, before we move on, I'll just say, Ace is actually one of the very few, as someone who's looked into it, as mentioned, is one of the very few labels where the sub-labels do genuinely really fucking matter, because there's a big difference between asexual, and aromantic, and that can be a bit of...
And Demi. Oh,
yeah.
Demi's
Yeah,
a
and
whole
Demi.
other thing.
Demi's its own thing.
Yeah. Stop trying to unlock my door. Stop bothering me. I don't want you to come inside. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't know who you are. You could be with someone dangerous, or you could be with the king, or I'm not like the rest of the village, acting like nothing's wrong and planning a party knowing we might all die. I don't want to be frozen. And if I lock myself in, I'll be safe. So I'll stay here. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. No one can hurt me, so go away.
The king's curse doesn't care about locks. You decide to leave them alone.
Yeah, that's
We're gonna get the long-awaited Will scene.
Will
Oh boy.
scene.
my favorite.
Oh,
Hee-hee-hoo-hoo-ha-ha, peanut.
I'm gonna pee before you do.
Okay, somebody, there's a comment, it's like top comment on the edited Skies of Arcadia video, which is just, my favorite genre of Jello Apocalypse video is just a LGBT found family crime story. And I'm like, yeah, we do that all the time.
hey man, it's a good bit.
Oh, you've done that like 3 times at least.
It's good every time, all right? It's always good. It's always funny to have a character go little kiss afterwards, and then like I'll be like, mwah, and then we'll stop in the middle of a line and go ooh, like, or whatever. It's a good bit, all right?
Shoves you.
Pokemon Coliseum, Skies of Arcadia, and the third one is Epithet Erased, dude.
I mean, Ace Attorney a little.
Ace
bit.
Attorney, yeah. Though
Yeah.
that one's gay is built in. Like, we don't add
Yeah.
anything to that. Ace Attorney is so gay. All right.
Very good.
Oh, this is new.
I'm kind of technically half blind too.
Half blind. Oh, you're that savior, the one with an eye patch, aren't you? I've heard about you. I see. Trying to get advice from another blind person, I see. I've heard from people in the village this is a new development for you.
Yeah, it happened a little while ago.
I see. And how are you dealing with it?
You decided a while ago that you wouldn't worry about it, so, well, it's fine.
Okay. Well, if you need advice from another blind person, you know where to find me.
Being half blind is the least of your problems right now.
Seafrin, can you go to therapy?
Seafrin says it's fine about everything in his fucking life. You gotta have one thing that you deal with, Seafrin.
Hey,
Hi again, Steve.
talking
What's
about
up?
LGBT shit for 5 hours instead of hanging out with me?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You want this flower before we talk?
Nah, I'm gonna talk to him first.
Okay.
I feel like we gotta
Okay.
keep it.
Follow Isabeau around for a while, going through Dormont and the forest until...
It's late.
I'll be real, I'm lost.
Field? There's nothing around. What could he possibly need? So what do you need me to do?
Huh? Oh, lay down with me?
Huh? You lay down. And then
And then, look up.
you look up.
Oh shit, there's no stars.
Could you imagine?
There's only time.
Oh,
Oh. Stars, stars, stars all around you. You inhale sharply.
you know, when you asked me if I needed help earlier, I wasn't sure what to say. I don't really need help with anything. And I did all I needed to prepare for tomorrow and stuff. But I saw you run around and help everyone today, and that seemed kind of fun. And so I thought, Steve's making sure to help everyone today, but I just want to hang out with him. And so, that's it. That's all I want to do with you today. Let's just hang.
Oh. Oh. Why stars?
Oh, so, you know how you say this word, when you're annoyed or something bad happens? I don't know what language it is, but I always thought it was, like a swear word, like crab. And I looked in a few books, but I couldn't find the word anywhere. And I got really curious. And one day, I heard someone else say it. So I asked them, and they said it means stars. And I noticed you know stuff about the sky.
Shit! It's about deep shit loop. God, he's such a bore, Stardust, huh? Dump him, do it. Break his heart. See what happens.
You talked about the planets once, and the sun, like you really knew what you were talking about. And sometimes, when we slept outside, you'd spend most of the night looking at the night sky. And I thought that was interesting, because I never thought about what's up there before. But, so I thought maybe, like, you'd like to see the stars. Together. Or just in general. Oh no, was I wrong? Was it really more of an actual swear word like crab, where you don't actually like stars and stars are bad and gross? Did I step in it? Did I mess up?
This is actually what Will is like if you are, if he, Will always assumes he's doing everything wrong the first time he does it. And it's like, I'm so
Correct.
sorry.
No, you didn't step in it.
Oh, whew. I got scared. Anyway, I've heard some people can see stuff in the stars sometimes. Like pictures. They're called... something.
Constellations.
Constellations! Yes, that! Do you know some?
You look up at the stars. You don't recognize any of them. No, I don't know any.
Huh. You're saying I didn't step in it, but... Steve.
Change the subject. No, you're fine. Tell me something.
Something.
Something about you.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. You know I'm from Javent, right? I've lived there my whole life. It's a nice big city. More than one house, too. Way bigger than Dormont. Big enough that you don't know the life story of every person you see. Anyway, you might think it's surprising, I don't know. But I was Bonnie's age. But when I was Bonnie's age, I was like the smartest smarty pants around. Not like slightly smart or anything, but like the nerdiest kid you can imagine.
Huh. You have trouble imagining Isabeau as anything other than the boisterous man he is.
Like, really imagine that. Big glasses, super neat braids. Always knows the answer to any question the teacher has. Always getting perfect grades. Always too shy and focused on grades to even know how to make a friend in the playground. That was me! And, I didn't really like myself. Because, like, I was smart, but I really hated being shy. being alone. Not even able to ask a classmate for a pen because I was so paralyzed by fear.
Me when trans allegory. It's not an allegory, he's just trans. Man who's only seen Boss Baby. Think this might be a trans allegory.
Yeah, this isn't the first time we're finding this out.
Yeah, we
Mirabelle
know this.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Isabel changed.
And I was ready to spend the rest of my life like this. But one day, after years of living like this, I looked at myself and the way I was, the way I existed in this world. I looked at that kid in the mirror and I thought, is this it? Is this really who I want to be? Couldn't I just be someone else? Someone that can make friends. Someone people could love. Someone I could love. Someone I wouldn't feel ashamed of being. Couldn't I just change? And that's one of the things people go to houses for, you know? To learn things, to train, to do body craft on yourself, to change. And you can stay for a bit and come back changed, and no one would say a thing. They just accept the new person you've become. So, I went to one of Javent's houses and threw myself into it. Trying to be the coolest, strongest, most dependable person around. Lifting weights, training my voice to be deeper, louder. Crafting my own body to be cooler, stronger. Looking at myself in the mirror every morning and yelling, I'm the coolest! Change is destruction, you know. To bring about change, you need to know you might hurt people. Might hurt yourself even. So, you always have to be careful and think about whether the destruction you bring about is worth it. I decided it was. So, the person I was before...
Sorry, I'm messing with the setting.
No, you're good. I made them disappear. Killed them with my bare hands. Made sure they'd never, ever come back. So I could live. It sounds so bad when I say it like that. The kid I was before is still here. I just, grew around them to protect them. Building an armor until it becomes the real thing. So I could become someone strong, someone outgoing, someone comforting to be around. Someone I would have liked to know before. Meh. It doesn't matter that much. I'm here, is what I mean. And I love myself so much more than I did before. But even the person I'm now is a work in progress. I want to change still. I became a big and strong and dependable, happy-go-lucky dude because that's who I needed to be. But lately, I've been feeling like I need to let down the airhead facade a bit. Act less stupid, that sort of stuff.
Oh, I love that.
It doesn't feel great when people think I'm stupid just because I act a certain way. So, I might change again soon. And become someone slightly new. That sounds cool, right?
Oh, you never knew. Isabeau wanted to change to become someone else, and he did it. He must have worked for so long to make his wish come true.
I might change to be a mix between a jock and a nerd. Balancing it all, you know?
So you'll change into a jerd?
I was literally about to make that fucking joke.
More like a knock. Sounds better, doesn't it? Hello? Better mouthfeel.
They both sound bad, Isa.
No, don't say that.
Why don't we test out how good the mouthfeel is together? Am I right?
It's a hard knock life.
You can be a smart jock.
A smart jock. How avant-garde, right? Anyway, after we beat the king tomorrow and go our separate ways, I'll just change it to someone else. Someone who can be both strong and smart. Both at once. What a concept. Doesn't this sound like someone cool? Doesn't it feel like someone you wouldn't feel ashamed of knowing?
Is that what he thinks? Isa.
Yeah. Yeah, Sif?
I have never felt ashamed of knowing you. Not even a little bit.
You're gonna make me blush, Sif. And, well... You know I feel the same, right? You're like, maybe the coolest person I know. You know that, right? And I really like spending time with you. When we hang out, I always discover new things, like cool theater stuff, or even just something new about you. And I like how you always have a pun ready for any situation. How you breathe in this specific way sometimes, and I wish I could breathe with you to make you feel better. And like the way your face looks when you eat your favorite foods. And I want to know more about you. Talk with you more. Laugh with you more. And I,
You can't look away from him.
Whoa! Is that a shooting star?
You coward! You're never gonna get a better moment than this.
That's Luke! Do it, bitch!
I'm literally like 40-year-old woman yelling at a telenovela upset right now.
Hey, look up! Isn't it cool?
You look away from him and look up at the starry sky. There's no shooting star,
Oh my god.
but you don't mind.
Deb, just like, that was it! That was it! You missed it! I'm gonna be honest, like I said earlier, if there's no way that you can like get these two together within the confines of this game, I would respect that so much, honestly.
Yeah.
But what if they kiss?
That's what fan fiction is for.
Aha!
Smiles, period!
See, I told you they'd be here.
Oh.
Oh.
That's Odile.
Oh,
Sally is dead.
sorry. You heard Isa mumble to himself about it earlier, more like.
Hi, sea friend. Hi, Isabeau. We figured you'd be here. Can we join you?
Everyone is here!
Ba-na-ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Immediately punches Odile.
She gets that like zoom in critical smash hit and then flies off the screen.
Good to see you, everyone.
Seafrin loops in. Never lose a battle because you can restart at any time you want. Ultimate ability. Fucking kill yourself.
Such a beautiful night. Was it your idea to come here, Isabeau?
It was. You missed a shooting star. It was fast.
Under the stars, huh? How romantic. Very well done, Isabeau.
What? No, it wasn't romantic at all. Just a pal's outing, a buddy's hangout. I, of course, would bring any one of you here.
Uh-huh.
I brought our food, so we can eat here.
A nightly picnic.
Oh, I can smell samosas. Yummy.
Yeah, I made a lot. Friend, take one.
Take two, even. You deserve it.
Oh.
Seafriend sure worked hard today, didn't they? Thank you for all your help earlier.
You jump.
Yes, thank you, Seafreen. You've been a great help today.
Friend taught me how to fight. I'll be able to help you tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to it, Bonnie.
Zah, did Friend help you today too?
You freeze. Did you?
Of course, Seep helped me today.
Isabeau is looking at you.
Thank you for spending time with me, Seep.
Oh. You hide your face beneath the rim of your hat.
How wonderful.
Thank you, oh great helper. Here, have another samosa.
And have some pate?
Yep.
Pate.
Pate and bread.
I'm sure you want some tea, too.
Some curry. Your plate is overflowing. You see everything on your plate sway back and forth. You eat as much as possible before everything falls down.
Never mind.
Oh.
You burp.
Ew.
Nice reflexes, Seafreen. Slunk that shit.
You die of embarrassment.
Everyone starts laughing happily. You laugh too. You're surrounded by your allies. Your heart lifts. You love them. You're glad you got to spend time with them. You're glad you got to know them better. You're glad...
Friend, you okay? Want more snacks?
You smile. Yes, please.
Then eat. Eat as much as you want.
You all ate and laughed under the stars. Tomorrow, once again, you'll go into the house and fight the king. But today you're happy. I love gay people.
Sifrin says aloud, unprompted.
What are you talking about?
You had a nice time yesterday, hanging out with Isabeau under the stars.
Is there a gender swapped word for transbian? Like trans lesbian? Is there gay trans man?
Trey?
Not that I know of.
Trey queen!
I just spat all over my screen.
Because transbian is such a great word.
Heads up, lots of changed dialogue in this loop, apparently.
Alright. See you guys. I mean, to me, it feels like we're near the end. But, like, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure. Honestly, the way I usually assume the length of an indie game is by its price. And I think you're undercharging for this one, baby. Okay, you definitely are. Cool. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Toodles.